Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Cabinet Ministers, Assistant Ministers, Honorable Leader of Opposition, Honorable Member of Parliament. Bula, Ram Ram, Namaskar, Salam, and very good morning to you all. Madam Speaker, I rise in this August Parliament to give my maiden speech, but before I do that, I would like to congratulate you for your appointment as Speaker. I would like to, at this stage, congratulate Honorable Veena Bhatnagar as Deputy Speaker. It was an honor for me to nominate you two ladies to these respected positions. While it is interesting to see Fiji Fest believes in empowering women and allowing them to take lead role in politics, Sodelpa, on the other hand, removed an empowered lady from position of leader of opposition. What a shame. And here we had Honorable Salote Rondondo talking about women empowerment for past 4 years. Your own party doesn't believe in women empowerment, Honorable Rondondo. Furthermore, I would like to thank His Excellency for opening the Parliament and for his gracious speech. First of all, I would like to thank Honorable Prime Minister, Party Secretary, and Fiji Fest Party for having faith in me and allowing me to be a candidate to contest 2018 general election. Fiji Fest has been a party of action and not words. Yet again, Fiji Fest has shown how much party believes in youth empowerment, as I'm one of those who is a living example of youth empowerment. Having made back-to-back to Fijian Parliament as a youngest elected member wasn't an easy task. It has been a steady growth for me as a politician for the past 4 years, as I entered Parliament back in 2014 as a youngest member, and I yet again maintained that in 2018 general election. I have been trying to reach out to public directly, and this is what I have been doing for past 4 years. It became a routine for me to visit people, and having met them face to face allowed me to invest that personal touch and gave me a better understanding about what was happening at ground level. My voters saw and recognized my hard work on ground, and not just voters, but also I would like to thank my party for recognizing my hard work, having entrusted me with some of the major responsibilities for the party. Some of them are me being the government whip and Assistant Minister for Employment, Productivity, Industry Relations, Youth and Sports. My success story wouldn't have been possible without the blessing of my family. My sincere and heartfelt thanks goes to my parents, Pandit Alvick Maharaj and Malti Devi. I dedicate my success to you too and thank you for your blessing. At this moment, I would like to remember my grandmother who passed away during the second sitting of Parliament after 2014 general election. My brother and sister-in-law, Mr. Alvick Maharaj and Kirti Prasad, and my niece and nephew, Avikrit and Anaya Maharaj. There are a few more names that I would like to acknowledge who have played a pivotal role for me during 2018 general election. Mr. Mahen Chaudhry and Chaudhry family of Sawani Nosori. Just for information, not leader of Fiji Labour Party. Mr. Mika of Waila Nosori. Mr. Balbinder Singh of Tailevu. Mr. Chandar, Mr. Veer Singh, Mr. Salen, Lucky Brothers and family, Mr. Rajendra Autar, Mr. Subhas and family, and Mr. Mahen of Lambasa. A big hearty thanks to each and everyone back in Bunleka, Lambasa. Mr. Nalin and family, Mr. Lingam, Mr. Sushil Raj of Gunivau, along with Mr. Babu and Ms. Losalini of Nalemba. Mr. Binne of Dangalwa, Mr. Hiren of Nambekabu, Mr. Arun and Rajen of Langalanga, Mr. Amka and Ami of Tangnikula, and Mr. Harish of Papalangi, Lambasa. Mr. Janif, Mr. Farooq, Ms. Shashi, and Ms. Sujata of Bua. Ms. Ashwini, Mr. Bimal, Mr. Rahil, Mr. Vinod of Raketi, and not forgetting Mr. Keshwa and Mrs. Priya of Latoka for helping me out with my campaign in West, along with Mr. Bimal of New World Latoka. A hearty thanks goes to Mr. Bines and whole community of Sambeto Nandi for supporting me in Nandi. Politics in Fiji should not be about seats in Parliament, but rather saving the people of Fiji. A lot was said during election campaign, but I'm glad people voted and accepted the government that believes in securing future of our children, development of the nation, and service delivery. Madam Speaker, it is with great pleasure that I turn my attention to important area of youth and sports. Indeed, with the mandate of leading a non-formal education for young people between age of 15 and 35, there is much work that has been done and a lot that remains to be done. With the Honourable Minister, we will ensure increased cooperation between two ministries to which we have been appointed. We need to get more young people into entrepreneurship. We have 70% of our population under age of 40, which bodes very well for our economy, and we provide relevant skill training for them as they age. We will not face the same challenges as developed nation. Fiji's government is determined to facilitate the development of job creators, and with the innovation of young minds combined with their energy, we will support the process of more educational employment leadership opportunities for our youths. The ministry is addressing the needs of urban and rural youths, working to break down the gender stereotype of various trades and employment training, cooperating with other ministries, as it is only through such cooperation that we can create a holistic solution and processes. Working with Ministry of Education, Heritage and Arts, we need to provide support for those who have not returned to school. With my other ministry, to create supply of young people willing to work overseas. With the Ministry of Agriculture, to promote modern farming techniques combined increasingly with organic production, which is attractive both locally in overseas markets. The Ministry of Fisheries supports young people developing their fishing skills and expertise in sustainable way, and the Ministry of Youth and Sports arguments that with both master's courses and ensure safety at sea. The 5 youth training centers across country providing training in agriculture, carpentry, music, and now one of them provides training specifically aimed at our young women. The youth training centers are developed further and now working to provide short courses in residential environment for other young people to ensure that centers are used 365 days a year. This is undoubtedly ensure a better return on investment from government. Sports is also a key component of any society which brings us together to support our local community through national teams. It creates opportunities for Fijians to come together and promote social cohesion and better health wellness. Physical activity together with improved nutrition and more systemic approach to physical education in school will help us address issues of NCDs. The Ministry in its final stage of consultation on the revised National Sports and Physical Activity Policy, which will then be presented to Cabinet for consideration. Through this, we will enable to coordinate our approach to sports and physical activity with our National Sports Organization, the Sports Commission and Council, and indeed other ministries. We are convinced that will assist us in improving mental and physical well-being, as well as help underage more talent across the sports while presenting Fiji as a great host of events internationally. We are already looking forward to hosting the World Junior Weightlifting Championship next year and Under-20 World Cup Netball in 2021. Madam Speaker, when I see on other side, I see self-proclaimed youths. And when I look at government side, I do see actual youths. When I look at other side, I see a leader who did not have any vision for Fiji back in 1987 and shot a gun in this August house in which he sits today, showing disrespect to the highest office of the land. Someone who totally shattered the economy of the country and ruined Fiji. Someone under whose prime ministership the door of our national bank closed forever. Madam Speaker, when I see the leader on our side, I see a leader who sees the future. I see a leader who sees beyond the horizon. I see a leader who believes in equality. I see a leader who is improving the lifestyle of ordinary Fijians. I see a leader who sees everyone as Fijian. I see a leader who stands and saves for every Fijian regardless to their religious and ethnic background. A leader who believes in truth and ensures that he is and his members speak nothing but truth. Unlike on the other side, the leader sits silently and listens when his members as they lie in the parliament. Madam Speaker, Madam Speaker, when I see that side, I can recall land swap. Well, one of the members tried his best to justify this yesterday and again one member today, but we are glad that they did admit that it was done through them, that Itoke land was lost forever at Denrao and Momi Bay. We don't say, Madam Speaker, we don't say it was sold. What we are saying that the prime land in Momi and Denrao was lost forever. Gone. It's gone. Tell us. Gone. I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you. No, I'm coming to you. On one side, they always say that SODELPA and SDL are two different governments, and we should not compare them. And on the other hand, SODELPA member stands and defends the action of SDL government. What a shame. It won't help, honorable member. Old mindset and modern day politics, they don't go together. Madam Speaker, I can still see a member on the other side who as a TLTB manager went house to house asking landlord not to renew land leases. What a shame.
Madam Speaker, it's misleading. I never acted as manager for NLTB. Get your facts right. No, get your facts right before you come here. And I never asked for leases not to be renewed. Where's your evidence? You don't come here and lie. If not, you get outside there. No, don't come here and lie.
Can any honorable member's name? Yeah, I haven't taken anybody's name. I haven't named anyone.
Honourable Member, the comment was really made on the content of your speech, so it didn't qualify as a point of order. So you may continue. If you like, you can bring it up as a substantive motion at a later sitting. The issue, I mean. However, this time we would like Honourable Maharaj to continue.
Once that happened, Madam Speaker, it created a chaos in sugarcane industry and in the economy as whole. Madam Speaker, you should be knowing that better when you are told to stop. Madam Speaker, I see another member on the other side under whose leadership as Education Minister scholarships were issued under ethnic lines. Madam Speaker, as Assistant Minister for Youth and Sports, when I see other side, it reminds me of FRU lottery. But we will ensure that such thing doesn't happen under current leadership. Excuse me, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, a lot was said about vote increase and decrease of seats. But the fact, Madam Speaker, is we are still in the government. And that's the truth, Madam Speaker. Fiji Fest still runs the government. And the truth is, they are sitting in the opposition. This is a fact. This is a fact, and it will not change. So therefore, NFP, your change just won't come anytime soon. With these words, Madam Speaker, I would like to thank everyone once again for the support they have shown for me during 2018 general election, and I shall continue to give my contribution in this August House. Thank you, and Vinaka Bakalevu.